right, boys. So here's the deal. We just had to cut the stream because the game, it's just unplayable in the state that it's in. Look, I like the crew. I've been playing since the crew. I played the crew too. Now I've been playing Motorfest. I'm still going to do pro settings for every car. I want to talk about the current state of the game. I just feel like it's a disaster and a lot of people are falling out of the game. And I'm starting to, I mean, obviously, you know, I've been making videos. I have 600 hours and you put that much time into anything, you're going to be burnt out. It's just the only, like, yeah, okay, we got the Hoonigan update. It was great. The playlist takes, if you take your time, hour and a half, 2 hours. That's it. Then you have challenges. You can knock those out very quickly. And then besides that, what do you have to do? Grand races. You go back and you do grand races. And right now, ever since Hoonigan dropped, which we're almost 2 weeks in now, what do we got? FPS drops. Now they released, when the summit changed Tuesday night, they had a little thing up here that said maintenance. And if you looked, it just said like Xbox stability for Xbox players. Some people were like, hey, I haven't had any FPS issues. Like, great, maybe they fixed it. No, absolutely not. We were just playing grand races on stream, and it's just like that's how it comes at you. And like, it's like stop motion. It's like slowed down stop motion. It's just tick, 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 tick. And then when you go around corners, and then on top of it, just, and like, I'm on PS5. I know PC players for the most part don't have issues, but there's a lot of PC players that also still have issues. Last gen consoles got it the worst. But when you're racing, you need steady 60 frames, ideally. And on top of that, there's input lag. If I'm steering and I get a big like stutter, guess what? I can't control my car. It goes wherever it's going. Like if I'm supposed to steer on the corner and I steer and then I let off and I get that lag while I'm steering, and then as soon as it comes back, I let off the steering, guess what? I'm in the wall. And on top of that, I've been getting like consistently 15 place or worse, which I don't ever do that bad. Sometimes it'll happen if I get stuck behind a rammer or something, but consistently getting 15th, like I'm lucky to even break 10th place. Like it's a struggle to get like 9th, 10th place. I know a lot of people are saying the same thing. Like I get passed like it's nothing. Like you will sit there off the line and get passed by everybody because your game's lagging. The frames are dropping. It's unplayable. It's this and like there's a lot of people who are like, oh well, at least they acknowledge like they'll fix it. No, this is something, if this is the only thing players have to do in your game that's end game after playlist, this needs a emergency patch. This needs fixed ASAP. This is unacceptable. Like it's been a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. Fix it. And then on top of that, they were supposed to fix the crew stability, right? Over here with our crews, guess what? It's still not fixed. We tried it out as soon as it dropped last week. Same issue. We do one grand race. It kicks one person out or it kicks everybody out. And then I can't add anybody back in. I have to close the game, restart the game, and then I can add people. And sometimes the invites don't work. You got to invite on 3, 4, 5 times. You do a grand race and guess what? It'll say somebody left the crew or somebody dropped from the party as soon as you start the grand race, or you're going through the grand race or halfway through and somebody drops out of the crew. I don't understand what the issue here is. Like I want to like this game. It has potential. Crew 2 took a while to get going, but there's a ton of content there. Motorfest will be the same, but a game where it's focused on being in a crew and you're three months into launch and we still can't stay in a crew. This is a problem, man. This is a problem. And now with the constant frame drop, I can't play the game. I can't. I started editing. I forgot to add in the custom shows. It seems like every other week you go to check your rewards and guess what? The game crashes and you can't get in. I remember it was either last week or 2 weeks ago. You go to the custom show and nobody's car was entered because they were having an issue. That should not still be an issue 3 months in. And then I'll add a clip here, but we had when this summit just changed this week, Tuesday night, it said it was like 49,000 years or 49,000 days or something. What? Dude, seriously, we're gonna have to preserve our PS5s, figure out a way to keep the servers up, and have our great grandchildren finish the summit for us. And let's talk about the rewards. I mean, summit rewards have been recycled. The only cool car we got was the airfoil. This is it, and it's not too much different than this. But at least it was something. This was the first one we got. And then what did we get? We got an S2K that was the same thing as the Red Panther without the dump pipes coming out of the hood. Same exact thing. And then we got this thing, which granted it's faster than, you know, the base, but there's nothing to it. There's nothing like really cool about it at all. It's just a stock body Jag E-Type. Like, I know they made the stats better, like it's faster, it corners better. Did we get an Evo that was a reskin? It wasn't like a summit reward, the Red Fury edition, which it was just a reskin of the other Evos that I don't have. I mean, on top of that, nothing's been like really, really cool. All the summit rewards, that, especially for the first 2 months, were all recycled rewards that people already have from the crew too. I mean, we just started Hoonigan, right? Hoonigan Underglow, all right, like I get it, that's cool, that's new. Eclipse for gold is a cheap ass car. Why? You know, if you look at the crew 2 right now, the crew 2, they're giving legendary sets. What do we get? One legendary part, 50,000 XP. That's nothing. I get that's a bronze prize, but one grand race, you get more XP than that. And for a full week, that's what you're gonna give, 50,000. Or when they give 50,000 bucks, what is that? That's nothing. For one full week, 50,000 bucks and one legendary performance part. You can go do a race for 2 minutes and get more than one legendary part and more than 50,000 XP, more than 50,000 bucks. Like, this is a joke, and they keep going. I mean, look at this week's Audi S1. We are probably 90% of people already have that car, and yellow spangled nitro. And look at this, orange spangled nitro. We got this in another summit in the Motorfest. I remember getting it. It's the same thing, but a different color. I don't like that's a platinum reward. 10 legend points. I can see that. That's decent, right? But look at bronze. 5,000 a little. You can break down 2 legendaries and get that. This is for a full week. All right, and then look at next week. A Lotus Exige. All right. More of a better car than what we've seen. And platinum is a Tire Slayer tire. All right, it's new. But again, one performance part should be a set. Bugatti Divo, Magma Edition. Again, another recycled car. We should be getting some cool Hoonigan car, some version of a car that is a Hoonigan spec, something. Even if it just has better specs, like a Hoonigan livery, something. But again, we're in a Hoonigan end of the first month of Hoonigan, and they're recycling a car again. I mean, at this point, I'm just going to be repeating myself, but this is bad. And I know they just announced they're shutting down the Crew 1, which I think it should be a law that if these companies are going to completely shut down their game and you own the game, it should be a law where they have to make an offline patch so you can play the game, because the game is gone forever. Doesn't matter if you have a physical copy or not. That game is gone. We will never be able to play it again. Do I play it? Do I plan on playing it? No, but maybe 10 years from now, I'm like, oh man, I remember that game. It's 20 years old. Let me go play it. Guess what? You can't, you know? I still have all my consoles, all my old games. Like, I can pull out my PS2 and play any of those games right now. No problem. I know things are different, but that's the problem with these online only games. And at some point, Motorfest is going to be shut down and it's going to be gone and we will never be able to play it again. It's crazy. I don't know. I just wanted to kind of give my thoughts on the game. I know a lot of you are getting burnt out. I'm burnt out of the game. I'm still going to tune up cars, but all we have to do on live streams is do grand races, and we can't even do that. It's unplayable. Recycled rewards. I know they're saying they're going to put more focus into the Crew 2 and Motorfest now that they're going to shut down the servers in March, but I know if you go to the like the Waikiki show or whatever, they kind of hint at what the next there's like a billboard of what the next, I guess, season's gonna be. But like, again, 1.5 hour, 2 hour playlist for 3 months and then recycle rewards. It's not going to keep people interested in the game, man. I think we need a lot more. I think they're dropping the ball big time, and I just wanted to, I guess, make a video about it. But you boys know the drill. Subscribe, come back. See you on the next one.